Hi everyone, my name is Dave Weiner. Today I'm going to introduce a concept of getting a jazzy sound as a no jazz guitar player. I'm a beginner jazz player. But the concept here underlying that topic is really getting used to playing any new genre with the tools that you already have. Most of us guitar players start out by learning minor scales, major scales, minor pentatonic, because they're so widely used. So why not take the tools that we already have and use them to facilitate getting into other genres? Because I think one of the best things you can do as a guitar player, no matter what style you end up wanting to be, one of the best things you can do is start to explore other genres that you might not have thought to look into. Jazz is one of those. Like I said, I'm just getting started. So I wanted to take these tools that I've been using for years and figure out a way to get into a jazzy sound as fast and easy as possible. So what we're going to start with is just the basic A minor, natural minor scale here. And then on top of that, we can take out the A minor 7 arpeggio, which is the 1, 3, 5, and 7 from the scale. So that's A, C, E, and G. Now using that knowledge, these basic tools, this is where I wanted to start my foundation to get into a jazzy kind of sound. Now, to learn any genre, you do need to listen to it a lot, absorb everything you can about it, transcribe it, play it, figure out what these players are doing. Because we can take a basic A minor scale here, and a country player is going to play it differently than a jazz player, differently from a funk, Latin, rock, any of those kinds of styles. They're all going to be using the same tool in a different way. So you need to learn the genre, learn the little nuances. We're going to talk about two of the nuances from jazz that I picked up very early. One of them is chromaticism. So we're going to take our basic shape here and we're going to fill in the holes, so to speak, with some chromaticism to get that jazzy sound. So in the next example, we're going to take our A minor 7 arpeggio, starting here from A, G. Then we're going to go back down here to E and just walk our way up chromatically to F sharp. And finish up here on the 15th fret of the B string, which is D. So that line automatically introduces a nice jazzy sound because of that one nuance of chromaticism. Without it, it's just the minor 7 arpeggio, which of course is useful, but to try and get that genre sound, we're going to introduce the nuance. Now, another nuance that I took very early on from listening to jazz is the half-step slide in and out of non-diatonic to diatonic notes. That's the second, the next example in the article here. We're going to start on E flat, and we're going to slide a half step up to E. So that's a non-diatonic note being slid up to a diatonic note. We're going to come down to C. We're going to come down to G sharp, which is a real non-diatonic note. Really bends the listener ear because it's not in the scale, it's not in the arpeggio. But again, that's kind of one of the cool things I think about jazz is the freedom of choosing really any note you want. Because of the use of chromaticism, what really matters is where you're landing and how long you're landing on it. This is one of those notes. So we're going to go E flat to E, down to C, down to G sharp. And then we're going to come back into the scale with D, go to a non-diatonic note of B flat, half step slide up to B, again, that one nuance. G, E, A. So that line all together, it's a nice jazzy sound. It's not really out there, but because of these little nuances, we start sounding jazzy. So let me put the whole thing together for you. Now let me play it over a track so you can hear it in context. So you can hear, again, all focusing around this basic A minor 7 shape. We can add in the nuances from the genre of a bit of chromaticism and the half-step non-diatonic to diatonic slide, and we can start getting that genre sound. And you can do this with any genre, not just jazz. You just have to listen to it and absorb what the nuances are. So taking this A minor 7 shape, I'm going to give you a blues example here. So again, just that shape, but the shape itself doesn't make things bluesy. What makes it bluesy is, putting the nuance of the genre into it. But that's how you can get started. Any genre, take your basic tools and just listen to the music, listen to the nuances, and put it into the shape. Again, my name's Dave Weiner. Thanks for joining me.